Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and pass. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, here's Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
21. Under.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Rivers now to throw on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Hey, Delta! Ready? Hey, go orange. Orange.
From the gun, Rivers. Flush to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. Now it's Ginn. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Breeze now to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Looking here for Smith. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 42 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Rivers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
0.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, but they face a 2nd and... to throw, Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
3rd and long for Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
And we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Okafor. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers trying to lay one up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Rivers now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now Rivers escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Here we go. Under.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Breeze to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Got it.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Monday. Got it. 11.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Drops this off to the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll.
Got it.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And Ging's got it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
11.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
21. Got it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
But no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
11. 21. Monday. Got it.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
21. 11.
Throwing now is Breeze. The quick slant caught. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Lutz puts this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some changes you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
11.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Joey Bosa in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his second block.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, easy. Monday. Got it.
To throw is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Easy.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Got it. Hey, two. Hey, two.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
21. Got it.
Breeze going to throw. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. That one goes for 24 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Denzel Perryman in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Now Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have moved out in front. And he knocks it through. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. First down, Rivers. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Hey, Delta!
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Stay there! Stay there! Buffalo wall. Ready?
Second down, Rivers. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Stepping, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Geno Smith scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Ready? You waiting? There's 52. Block 52. 52 the mic.
Breeze will try again on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Got it. Monday.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
11, 11, 11, 11. 21, 21. 12, 12. Got it. Got it.
Breeze again here on second and 10. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. Got it. Ready, what's that?
On first down, Breeze. He's going to fire this thing deep, and this is caught. Right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
12, 12, 12.
Breeze now on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
13. Got it.
Breeze to throw again. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Saints have moved out in front. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Rankins getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon. So it's third and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to float this over the middle deep. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time. Rivers on fourth down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go. He's got a man. Complete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where
well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Gordon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon in the final minute, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and that will get them one closer. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
36. Got it.
Back to throw, Breeze. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Hey, two. Watch your swag. 12.
To throw is Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Breeze to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. From midfield, here's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
11. 21. Got it.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 26 and a conversion there. As well on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. The amount of points. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.